And we begin tonight at 6 with breaking news. We have just learned in the last hour that 53 people have now died in the fires on Hawaii. Good evening, I'm Michael Spencer.
And I'm Karen Lee. Coloradans are watching in horror tonight as images of the devastation across the Big Island and Maui continue to come in. The windswept fires raged across the island of Maui faster than some people could get out.
Pure terror of the fire coming through the town so quickly. People got stuck, traffic, and as flames trapped vehicles, people have to abandon their vehicle, which just became roadblocks and no one could go anywhere.
Those words all too familiar for Coloradans who lived through the Marshall Fire. And like the Marshall Fire, residents know it'll take years for people to recover. Our Shaun Boyd live in Boulder County for us tonight. And Shaun, you're among those impacted by the Marshall Fire. I imagine this brings back some traumatic memories.
Karen, images of a wall of fire driven by hurricane-force winds, stories of people fleeing for their lives. All of that resurrects memories that many of us would like to forget, and it certainly triggers a lot of emotions, especially for one Marshall Fire survivor who is from Hawaii and whose friends are among those who've lost everything.
When Neige LaRue opened Punch Buggy Shaved Ice in Boulder County 4 years ago, she wanted to share a piece of her beloved state of Hawaii with Colorado. She never dreamed the two states would share this, a devastating wildfire driven by hurricane-force winds.
Yesterday was a lot of shock and disbelief and sadness. It brought up a lot of feelings of what we all went through not too long ago.
When the Marshall Fire erupted here, LaRue was visiting family in Hawaii at the time. She came back to find her home still standing, but her Louisville neighborhood gone.
It looks a little too familiar from what it looked like here afterwards. The way that they're describing it is like a war zone, just devastation, and it looks just like my neighborhood did after the Marshall Fire.
Her family, she says, lives on the Big Island about 30 miles from the fire there, but she has friends in Lahaina who have lost everything.
Like here, right, running with the clothes on their backs, stuck in traffic. There's one road in and out of Lahaina. If you've ever been there, right, there's one road, and you see the cars backed up, and the videos online are horrifying. Those that I know are accounted for, but we still don't know, right? There's still this whole cleanup process and going from house to house and seeing what's there. It's still part of the process.
She says she was just back in Lahaina in February.
We're walking up and down Front Street. We sat down on the picnic bench underneath the benches underneath the banyan tree, and just to, sip on our coffee, and to know that that's gone is like kind of hard to wrap your head around. There's so much history that's lost, museums and historic, monuments, and even the oldest banyan tree.
She had planned to go back next month.
It's my happy place. I work really hard all summer, and I work really hard all summer so that I can go back there and recharge my battery, and yeah. I don't know.
LaRue isn't the only Marshall Fire survivor with ties to the fire there. There are at least 2 Marshall Fire survivors who were vacationing in Maui when the fire broke out. One of them posted online how she was dodging power lines and down trees, and there was fire all around her as she escaped. She said it was like the Marshall Fire all over again.
Shaun, obviously it's still early, but did LaRue say what we can do to help those in Maui?
She said her friends there, they're still in shock. A lot of them haven't even been back to see what they lost. She has posted the names of organizations that she knows and trusts there on her website, punchbuggyshaveice.com. And I know that Marshall Fire survivors are also looking into ways that we can help as well. One of my friends from Louisville is actually in Oahu, and I talked to her. She's going to try and set up a Slack channel for the survivors there, something that has really helped us here stay in touch, communicate with each other.
And of course, we'll continue to keep you updated on those efforts. Shaun, thank you very much.